So I bought some joiner strips for the ceiling. We obviously didn't have them last time, we couldn't get the ceiling finished. And as you can see, it's a rainy old misty day today. But if we ever want to get this caravan finished, we've just got to keep on pushing through it. Welcome to Fianyo's Reno Show. Obviously it's raining today. It's a good day to, again, check for leaks. And the leaks that we encountered the last sort of time we were here are still there. They haven't magically disappeared, which was kind of what I was hoping, but anyway, is what it is. So we've got one here that's coming either through the hatch I'd put in for the water, but what I suspect is actually there's a bit in this window ledge here, and there's a bit in another window ledge down there. So there's a joint in the cladding that runs along the outside about here somewhere, and I suspect the water's all coming in through that and getting into this channel and migrating around, finding its way down. So we're not going to line this wall just yet. We need to sort that leak out, and the other side's not leaking, but it could be because the van's sort of tilted this way. Anyway, it's always going to have a few little leaks here and there, being an old van, so we just have to manage them the best we can. And I know I'm waffling, as one commenter complained about I waffle too much. You know, it's my YouTube channel, I'll waffle if I want to. So let's do something. We're going to measure up for the next couple of panels. This one here will be a full sheet. I'll notch out for the wires. We'll go cut it, and yeah, anyway, let's go do it. It's quite a dark job when there's no sunshine around, because we don't have any lights, any proper lights in this shed, and there's no lights in the caravan, so it's a little bit dim today.
I did turn that little light on up there.
Yes, and what a difference it makes. Going to cut a little notch out of this ceiling sheet so our wires can dangle through. That should be enough for us to stick through. These are the joiner strips that we have bought. Not cheap, $15 each, but about 3 times the price of the plastic ones, but they do look a lot better. Annoyingly though, they come in 4 metre lengths, which is a weird length because the sheets themselves are 2.4, so you'd think they'd come at least 4.8, so you can get 2 joins out of one length. So you end up with these really long offcuts. But, well, maybe they do it that way so they can charge more for it. Who knows? And I'm just going to cut them the same length as the sheet. Just packing out behind the join with a bit of extra insulation. I guess because there's a join there and we're in between these battens, we don't really want it to move around, so that insulation will kind of hold everything a bit nice and firmer.
There's a spot of glue.
Yeah, I'll pop a spot of glue on there. As we've been going down the ceiling, we didn't show it in the last video, but I've been measuring to where these rafters are and then marking them on the sheet so that when we've got the sheet up there and I'm nailing it off, I know exactly where the nails have to go to make sure we head into these timber battens. That's the end of that tube. Okay, what side do you want to be on? You can go on that side. We'll just push it in the joiner, and then once it's in the joiner, we'll lift it up and I'll just start firing off. Okay. Right, now let's not push it up. except this, can you see where it is?
I see your end. Do you want to do those wires through the... Now what?
You go up again, but just into the join. Just into that join.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Push it in.
Now we try and push it in the joiner.
Yeah.
Is it in?
I think
I think I just went in then.
Yep.
How are you going?
Yeah. It's in, but not all the way, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
There's something. There.
Oh, push her up. Looks great. Right, let's put a nail in somewhere. Where are my marks?
I don't know. Is that one?
No.
No.
I did mark the right side, didn't I?
Oh no, did you run it the wrong side?
Oh, yeah, here's one. $82mm to 490.
Got enough nails in it? No, you might want to reload that. Alright, so we go in, up under. and
Yeah,
then up.
so we set it on there and then we get it in this notch. Okay, we'll pop it in there. Nice. Good job. Oh, I'm in my notch already. Lovely. Now we're looking. Watch your fingers, you're going to get glue on them. You happy?
I think so. Yep. Just make sure the middle bit.
Oh, I'm not in. I might have to push it to you a bit.
Yeah. A bit more to me.
It's not going in. There we go.
Can you go a bit more to me? Just go here. Look. That side. You're not going to have much to staple to.
Well, lift up your end. Have I got any room there?
Yeah. You got probably 3 mil. That's good.
Okay, go up. Yep. Right. Okay. That's really nice.
Yeah.
with
Yay! Ceiling done.
Should we do a ceiling install dance?
Woo!
That's such a good feeling having all of the ceiling in place. 4 sheets, too easy. Got our joiners in, hatches in, ceiling done. Next job will be a couple of hatches in the side that we haven't put in yet. So over here, this is where our toilet's going, and we need to cut a hatch through the wall. And I want to put that in obviously before we put our wall lining on. And over here, we're going to put all our batteries stuff underneath the seat there, and I want to have a hatch so I can have the solar panels connected when the caravan's locked up, so I can sort of have a hatch that the wires and things can go through. So we want to put that in as well over there. So I might do that if it stops raining. We just had a bit of lunch, and during lunch the rain has stopped. So we're going to take this opportunity to cut some more holes in the van. This is the hatch for the wires to go through, and this is the hatch for the toilet cassette. Let's get to it.
Just doesn't feel good measuring off a piece of flimsy paper.
It doesn't. It does not feel good at all. Okay, feedback to Thetford, get better templates.
Good job. That's amazing. You're right on it.
Instead of using the jigsaw, which is a little bit awkward with such thin aluminium, I'm going to use these snips because it's have more control. Okay, let's see if it fits. We've cut out our insert, so that just sits in the back of the hatch there, and it's going to all clamp together with another piece of plastic. But before we do that, I'm going to seal around the outside with a bit of white goo, because I don't want any water getting into this panel. Looks okay. And I'm just thinking, if I put an aluminium, do we have any spare bits of aluminium? I could put like a channel on there.
Yeah. I don't know why you keep asking me these questions.
Great. That'll work. Okay.
Nice.
So I might get the brake cleaner and the tissue.
Oh, yes.
Oops. So that is a that's how you install a Thetford cassette hatch for someone who's never done it before. So if you're like me trying to figure out how to do it, hopefully that's been some assistance. But yeah, it's going to work well. So open it up, pull out your cassette, should be great. As long as the toilet inside is the right height. I just went off what the instructions said, but the instructions aren't super clear, so hopefully it's worked out okay. Yeah, I suppose if we want the hatch, it's going to be behind the door.
Okay, change of plans.
Yeah, we had a bit of a think about it, and the reason I want a hatch here is so I can have the solar panels connected when we're away from the van and still be plugged in through a hatch. So I was going to have a notch out of the hatch and the wires go through it, have a lock on it so we can, you know, get to the plug and so forth. But I don't know what I was thinking, because I don't need a massive great big hatch. I just need an external Anderson plug. So I might just not install this hatch for now and find an external Anderson plug and use that instead, which will save us some time. So yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Is it chippy time yet, or is it let's do another panel?
We've got some time, because we've decided not to put that hatch in at this stage. And so I'm going to attempt to fix these leaks that we've been getting through this side. I do think they're coming through the seam in these panels, so I'm going to attempt to silicone them up from the outside, which is not ideal, but I don't want to strip off all the insulation on the inside to do it there. This is the panel join where I think the water's wicking its way in just through capillary action, so it's a pretty big gap. So you can see we've got water on the bottom of this window here, so it could be getting through the side of these windows as well. We never removed the frame, and that's all the old mastic under there which might have dried up and not be sealing anymore. So I'm going to just do a nice little seal around each of the windows and all of these gaps, trying not to make a mess because siliconed up caravans look really bad, so I'm going to try and do it in a way that doesn't look bad if I can. Soapy water, and just wipe all the excess off, and then a paper towel.
Seems a waste, doesn't it? Look at that.
Yeah, it does seem a waste, but it's the best way to do it. Hopefully that does the trick. We'll find out next weekend. It's going to rain all week next week, so we'll come out in a week's time and hopefully there's no water on the inside. And if there is, I don't know. We'll
Dang it.
Figure something else out. Cool. Well, another great day here on the caravan. We got the ceiling finished, we got the toilet hatch in, and I've hopefully, fingers crossed, I've hopefully fixed that leak on the other side. Yeah, so the other thing that we've done off camera is we've tried to work out exactly where we need wall sheets and where we don't, because where kitchen cabinets and other cabinets are going, the way I'm going to build them, they're going to have a back on them, so they don't necessarily, we don't need cladding on the inside or lining. So hopefully that works out okay. Fee?
Yeah.
So good day today.
Yes.
And when it's cold and rainy and grey, what does it make you feel like?
Chips.
Yes.